Hooray for Hollywood! Hello there, I'm Stan the Movie Man, and this is your WIMZ.com movie review. This week your votes at WIMZ.com, for some reason, sent me to see Twilight Saga, New Moon, starring Kristen Stewart, Robert Pattinson, and Taylor Lautner, amongst many others, in the continuing story of Bella and Edward, the human and the vampire she loves. The film takes up pretty much where the first film left off. Edward and Bella are involved in their relationship, but a series of events occur that makes Edward realize that she's better off without him. She would be safer without him. So he decides that the whole family is going to leave the town they live in and move on to the next place where they will establish themselves. This, of course, breaks little Bella's heart, but there to help her out is Jacob, played by Taylor Lautner. But Jacob has an issue or two of his own. It turns out he and 4 or 5 other members of his Indian tribe are werewolves. Yeah, they are. And they turn into really big, gigantic, sort of fake-looking CG werewolves. But they are the protectors of their reservation, and they have a treaty with the Cullens so they coexist. There's an uneasy coexistence between the werewolves and the vampires. Oh, and Victoria from the first film, she's back, and she wants to kill Bella. You know, this film is really not aimed at me. It's aimed at women, teenage women, and also, you know, their moms. There were a lot of women in the crowd, but there were a fair number of men as well, probably dragged there, kicking and screaming. But you know, it's a better film than Twilight, I'll have to say. And although it does have several very leaden passages that just bring the flow of the story to a complete stop. I realize the whole romance thing and vampires, the biting of vampires is a metaphor for romance and sex. I get that, and all the rest of the ooey gooey stuff. But I don't know. The film is fairly interesting because I just wanted to see where it was going to go, but it's not, as I said, aimed at me, and I can only take so much of Kristen Stewart looking sad and lost and pitiful. And she comes across in a couple of these scenes as just a little snotty, obnoxious brat to me. So I don't know. If you loved 2012, you are not going to like this movie. At least that's my opinion. But if you're a fan of the book series and you love Twilight, you'll probably love New Moon. So I'm going to give it a 3 guitars out of 5, simply because I'm kind of lost at what to tell you about it. Like I said, some very dull passages, but there are some interesting bits as well. The vampire lore I find interesting, even though it's very different from the vampires I grew up with. So, 3 guitars. Go to WIMZ.com to read my complete review as well as to vote on the movie. I'll see you next time. Till next time, Stan the Movie Man. Later, Tata.